My dick is rock fucking hard this anime season. Oh my fucking god. Holy fucking shit. Oh my fucking yes. I have waited all motherfucking year for this fucking anime season, and y'all don't even know how much I've been looking forward to this anime season. Thank you, Mob Psycho, Shield Hero, Dororo, Attack on Titan, and Agresco for keeping me company, but this shit is where is motherfucking at. Oh my fucking god. Oh god. Oh my god. Okay. Hype. So much hype. Oh my fucking god, hype. All of the hype. Fire Force, Dr. Stone, Vinland Saga, my 3 most anticipated shows of this year, all dropped within the same goddamn week. Oh my god. And I just, your girl has to scream so fucking much. Oh my god. Okay, fuck this fucking intro. I'm too hype. I'm too fucking hype. I can't fucking calm down. Fuck me. Let's go. The year is 198 of the solar era. For 3 generations, random innocents will burst into flame and become living infernos, putting those around them at risk. To stop the phenomenon dubbed spontaneous human combustion, the Special Fire Brigades, or Fire Force because that sounds cooler, must put out the infernos by fighting fire with fire. Shinra Kasukabe is a 3rd generation pyrotechnic, a person who can control fire at will, and was given the nickname Devil's Footprints for his ability to ignite and control fire with his feet. He joins the newly formed Fire Force Company 8 with other pyrotechnics who are always on their toes and ready to extinguish infernals whenever and wherever they may appear. As you may have heard by now, Fire Force comes from the mind behind Soul Eater, a show that used to be one of my favorite animes of all time, but lost its spot in my top 10 this year to Mob Psycho 100 Season 2. Nevertheless, I still love Soul Eater, less for the story and more for its energetic characters. And although I haven't read the manga, people's disappointment in the manga's ending is quite worrying, but doesn't put me off from Fire Force one bit. I haven't read the Fire Force manga, but the name behind it and my love for Soul Eater was able to draw me into this show, and the closer to its release date, the more hype I became. Episode 1 of Fire Force is rather slow, but also pretty enjoyable. What held this episode back for me was all of the monologuing and dramatic backstory from Shinra, and I can do way less of that in the coming episodes. But what was shown in the first episode had plenty of intrigue and promise. It immediately starts with the appearance of an infernal, the Fire Force arrives, says this prayer that will draw memories from Soul Eater fans, and the fight ends with Shinra showing off his powers and introducing himself to his new team. It's a very strong opening that has what I want to see in the coming episodes, elements we were promised in the PVs and whatnot before the show aired. When it comes to the characters, I would be lying if I didn't say I was looking forward to the same energy Soul Eater characters had, but I won't be too upset if I don't get that because the trade-off would be Fire Force's more original story, something that Soul Eater kind of lacked. So far, there seems to be a rather nice work-life office dynamic reminiscent of Keikai Sensen and Bungo Stray Dogs, both of which are shows that I greatly enjoy. But what I really love about Fire Force is that it's an anime about firefighters, very brave men and women who protect us from unpredictable danger that can happen at any moment in our lives. So far, I believe Fire Force has captured the elements of the life of a firefighter very well. I like how Shinra says he wants to be a firefighter to be a hero, which there's nothing wrong with, as many individuals become firefighters for the thrill while also being very serious about their job. I especially love how the show projects that being a firefighter is about teamwork and family, and if one falls behind, then all do as well. I'm incredibly looking forward to going online and hearing actual firefighters chime in on how Fire Force captured their career and how true this show may be about being a firefighter. But for now, I think it's important to consider how these heroes put their lives on the line to rescue us from danger while watching this show, especially after last year's California wildfires where people and firefighters lost their lives. Please allow me to get on my soapbox and ask you to look at the description where I'll be leaving links to an article from PBS NewsHour that has several links of your choosing where you can donate to the victims of the wildfires, along with a link to the California Fire Foundation where you can donate to California's firefighters, their families, and their communities. We have to remember that with the deadly threat of climate change, these fires will not stop and will only become worse. It's important for us to help and assist those who keep us safe and in any way we can, whether it be by donating to our neighbors or checking in on our own firefighters and our local communities to see how we can help them as well. If you want to check out Fire Force, it's streaming on Funimation.com with a same-day dub, along with Crunchyroll for the sub. Pick your poison and enjoy.
May thy soul return
to the great flame of fire.
What if one day, all at once, a glowing light appeared and washed over the world and left without a trace, leaving behind stone? And not just any stone, but people turned into and trapped inside of that stone, conscious and mortified. And one day, 3,700 years later, two people broke out of that stone. A strong and kind-hearted young man named Taigu, and Senku, a science-loving student who went to school with and is friends with Taigu and broke out of his stone 6 months before him. Senku takes Taigu to his base camp and explains to him his ambitions to find a way to free those who can still be freed from the stone and rebuild the world from the ground up. Taigu, of course, agrees to help Senku with his mission to conquer this new stone world and help with the heavy lifting, while also patiently waiting for his crush Yuzuhara to be freed from her own stone cage. Dr. Stone is what I lovingly refer to as Science Bitch the anime, based on a manga born out of that fiasco at Shonen Jump where a new editor-in-chief took over and rushed out all of the old stuff to usher in the new. Dr. Stone was the main manga that showed a lot of promise. And funny enough, I actually voted for this anime to happen about a year or two ago when Japan put out a poll asking friends what manga they wanted to see animated the most, so fuck yeah, I was an extremely happy being when this was announced. Stone is what I like to refer to as a hopeful apocalypse story like Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind and Earth Abides, where there's a glimmer of hope for a second chance for humanity. The dream team of Taigu's strength and courage and Senku's scientific background is that light. These two get along well with a very enjoyable and healthy opposites attract dynamic that I just can't help but smile over. I also enjoy how the progression of rebuilding humanity would be slowed if people weren't conscious during those 3,000 years, and the hard work of the previous discoveries like light and farming weren't done for them. Dr. Stone is a perfect me show. As someone who's really into history and science and a humanist who believes in the betterment of humanity through learning such things, Stone just fills me with excitement because it hits all of those marks. It's perfect for you if you're into those subjects and the themes of progression in humanity like I am, but it's also extremely fun and engaging watching these characters rebuild the world from the ground up. I can guarantee you'll be yelling "Science, bitch!" at your screen once or twice or many times over the next 24 episodes. Dr. Stone is currently streaming on Crunchyroll, and I'm pretty positive that it will be dubbed because this is a big show for them, and Stone also has a page on Funimation. I highly recommend you check it out if you haven't seen it yet, and enjoy.
このストーンワールドのアダムとイブになってやる。そうするぜ、これは。
I will be calm. In the early 11th century, at the end of the world in Iceland, 6-year-old Thorfinn grows up in a remote village untouched by war. One night, he gathers around explorer Leif Erikson, who tells the children a tale of how he discovered a new land, a place across the ocean, a land covered in grass and bathed in sunlight. This place was bigger and warmer than Iceland. There were trees and plains and everything perfect for settlement, ready and waiting for the taken. Leif named this land Vinland. Shortly after, Thorfinn's head is filled with the story and he is eager for adventure. Suddenly, warships appear in the distance. These ships belong to the Joms Vikings, and they ask for Thorfinn's father and leader of the village, Thors. The meaning of this visit is to recruit Thors for a coming war in the spring. Even though Thors deserted the battlefield long ago, he reluctantly joins as refusal would result in the slaughter of his village. When Thors departs with a group of young men and Leif, Thorfinn sneaks on board in order to join in on their adventure. If you've been around this channel for a while, you would know damn well that Vinland Saga is my most anticipated anime of the year. I binged the manga last year and named it my comic of the year, and am giving it an upcoming series dissecting it, which is coming soon, I swear. Vinland Saga anime adaptation didn't disappoint me one bit. Studio Wit smiled upon me, giving me the first 3 episodes on the day of release, and that was the perfect call, not to build up hype, but to also help with pacing, because Vinland Saga does have a rather slow but also extremely engaging pace, and the prologue is the entirety of book 1, which contains 16 chapters and over 450 pages. If Studio Wit had released the first 3 episodes on a weekly schedule, interest would have been lost. Allowing the first 3 episodes to be binged before the release of episode 4, the episode that would fully cover the prologue, was a very smart move. And sweet baby Jesus Christ, I love the way Wit is handling this show. I knew they weren't going to open the series on the battle between the Franks, but I did not expect for them to open on Thor's final battle before deserting and getting to see motherfucking Thorkel in episode 1. I like the little touches of them showing Thorfinn's village and his daily life before all of that changes. I like how the switch from CG to 2D isn't jarring. And good lord, this shit is pretty! Oh my fucking god, it's so fucking pretty! Wit has also proven they aren't toning down the violence for this, because come on, it's motherfucking goddamn Vikings! What the fuck else would you expect? And if you're into Vikings, history, revenge, mature themes and violence, and an epic tale of a boy becoming a man, you need to watch Vinland Saga right now. And if not, then you still need to watch Vinland Saga right the fuck now. Vinland Saga is unfortunately streaming on Amazon Prime, which means that it of course will not get the respect that it deserves. But you can do something Amazon will never do and show it that respect by supporting it. And I also hope that you'll be joining me on my upcoming Vinland Saga series here on this channel, where we discuss the history and themes of Makoto Yukimura's work. Watch Vinland Saga, because trust me, you will not be disappointed. Alright, so if you guys follow me on Twitter and was wondering why I didn't show my ugly mug on camera, it's because I'm lazy and I have a lot to do today and I didn't feel like setting up and taking the extra time to set up, especially since I need to re-record a video and I have a lot to do and blah blah blah. Anyway, 500 subscribers! How y'all motherfuckers doing? I bless Kabai in her power, because she has aided me well. Her light has smiled upon me and is now fading to aid another weeb in their quest for, I don't fucking know. Look, I completely wasn't expecting any of that shit and it fucking happened and I can't take it back. And I don't know, I'm like a nobody, and I was always a nobody, but now I'm like a nobody with 500 subscribers. Anyway, Q&A, possible motherfucking Q&A, maybe a Q&A. And I say maybe because I'm not doing a Q&A unless I get enough questions to make a video on. So there may be a Q&A, and I know a lot of you guys are new and you don't know shit about me, you don't give a shit about me, but you're still subscribed to this channel, so if you're watching this, there may be a fucking Q&A. So in order to make this Q&A happen, I'm gonna need some questions, and you can give me those questions by going in the description or tweeting at me at callmerns and sending me your questions. Multiple questions are fine. I'm going to try and answer all of them because I know I'm not going to get a lot of them. And yeah, that's gonna be up whenever it's motherfucking up. And that's about it. I have to edit this and edit a comics video because I'm still a fucking comics channel, god damn it. I'm just doing a really big fucking comics project, and dear lord, I need help. Like, I badly need some editing help because oh my god, this is taking so fucking long. And yeah, sorry that this video sucked. Enjoy your day. Goodbye.